Hi guys, this is Dr. Nida with Keys of Health. Today I am here to present a key of health that is extremely important, highly dangerous if missed, and often misdiagnosed. You definitely want to hear this. Our intestines naturally have bacteria to keep them healthy and functioning properly. The problem is if and when this bacteria gets out of hand and multiplies more than it should. There is actually a name for this condition. It's called SIBO, or Small Intestinal Bacterial Overgrowth. Naturally, your good bacteria should be in the large intestine and help break down food. But if it goes into the small intestine, it creates problems. It literally wreaks havoc on your body. When you eat, these microbes start stealing nutrients from your food, especially vitamins, especially vitamin B12, iron, and bile. Bloating, abdominal cramp, gas, hardened stomach are the immediate side effects. Sure, they're not overly harmful per se, but in the long run, it can really create harmful effects on the body because the main problem it creates is nutritional deficiencies. And these nutritional deficiencies create a ton of other problems in your body, which are actually the symptoms of this problem, but we focus on those symptoms and start treating them. And that's why I say that they are misdiagnosed, because we worry about what's happening to the body instead of worrying about where these problems are coming from. For example, SIBO causes vitamin B12 deficiency. This can cause weakness, light-headedness, numbness or tingling, muscle weakness, problems walking, heart palpitations, and shortness of breath. And the list goes on and on. SIBO also steals iron from your body. This can cause anemia, fatigue, swelling, and soreness of the tongue and mouth, restless legs, and so much more. When you are deficient in bile, which is another thing that SIBO causes, you can no longer digest fats from your diet or fat-soluble vitamins. So you become deficient in vitamin A, D, E, and K. You see where I'm going with this, right? We often try to address the symptoms and we don't realize where this problem is coming from. So we can agree that this is not a small matter that can be dismissed. This has to be understood and addressed properly. So let's talk about what causes SIBO in the first place. If you had any surgery in your digestive tract, that can cause bacteria to escape from large intestine and enter small intestine. So that's one reason people can develop SIBO. It can also be caused by hypochlorhydria or lack of stomach acids. Our stomach naturally is very acidic, and the purpose of that is to kill microbes which enter the body when we eat foods, especially raw foods. If the stomach is lacking proper amount of acids, these microbes are not killed off and move to the small intestines where they create a lot of problems. So what can you do about it? Always address the root and not the symptom. You have to increase the acid in your stomach. If you are deficient in iron and you take iron pills, the problem persists. You would have to continue taking those pills. It doesn't address the problem. So you have to address the problem. The problem is lack of stomach acid. So you have to increase the acid in your stomach. You can do that naturally by eating fermented foods like kimchi and pickles, drinking raw apple cider vinegar, and eating fresh ginger. You can also take betaine hydrochloride, which is an acidic form of betaine, which is a substance found in grains and other foods. But I would start with the foods, not the supplement. Intermittent fasting is a great way to give your body enough time to clean out those microbes by depriving them of food that they thrive on. If you're constantly eating all day long, there's always food in the small intestine for these microbes to feast on. So you definitely want to look into intermittent fasting. If you need any help with that, feel free to get in touch with me and I can guide you in that process. Since it is an overgrowth of bacteria in your system, you want to avoid consuming fiber-rich foods, which are the food for these bacteria. So stay away from leafy greens, from cruciferous vegetables, from fruits, nuts, and seeds. You want to do that for about 4 weeks to make sure you clean your system out entirely. All of these things are interdependent and need to be done simultaneously. You can't do intermittent fasting without increasing stomach acid levels and discontinuing fiber-rich foods. So you increase natural antibiotics in your diet as well to kill off those microbes. You can take foods like garlic, horseradish, turmeric, fresh thyme, fresh oregano, spices like cinnamon and clove. These are all natural antibiotics. So you want to increase that in your diet as well through this time. These foods, when you consume them, will create an unfriendly environment for these microbes and help your body get rid of them. This condition is more common than you think, and it's often misdiagnosed. There are tests you can do to determine whether you have SIBO. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms I have mentioned, then you may want to get yourself tested because it is important to address this condition, especially because of the nutritional deficiencies it causes in the long run. Don't wait, get yourself tested and actively follow the advices I shared with you, and please take it as a package deal if you really want to see a difference. You will begin to see amazing difference in just 4 weeks' time, so you definitely want to not wait and go ahead and address the problem as soon as possible. This is it for this topic. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to drop me a line. Please like the video, please share it with your friends and family, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.